Alright, welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom. I'm your host. This video is not for children, so if you're under 13, get your parents' permission to watch this. I don't need a $40,000 fine from COPA, YouTube, or the government. If anything, ask mom and dad to watch it with you, and if there's something you don't understand, ask them to explain it to you. I try to keep these pretty clean, but lately with the stuff going on, especially in the wrestling business, it's not really for kids. So please don't watch this if you're under 13. Okay, here's your nightly news for Thursday, July 9th, 2020. I'm putting this up late on Wednesday night. Okay, so the news for Thursday. We got a lot of stuff here. Okay, they've named the new Batwoman. It's an African-American lady. Her name is Javicia Leslie. So she's cast as the new Batwoman. She was in some other show, but I've never heard of her. So she's going to be the second Batwoman to replace Ruby Rose. Okay, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, canceled by Netflix after 4 years. The final episodes will air later this year. So that's a blow to the Archie family, because that's a spin-off of the Archie comics. So they were getting money for that. Okay, Will Smith has passed on the live-action Peter Pan movie. He was going to play Captain Hook. He said no. So yesterday we reported they cast Jude Law. So Will Smith was the first choice. He said no, so the second choice was Jude Law. Okay, Christian Cooper. This is the guy that used to be the Marvel editor. He's not going to press charges against Amy Cooper. That's the lady that he ran into in Central Park in New York. She was, she didn't have her dog leashed, and he came upon the scene and he told her, please leash your dog. And she went and called the cops and accused him of trying to rob her. And it got all this mainstream press, so he's not going to press charges against her. So she got fired from her job and everything because the video went all over the internet. Okay, Kanye West said that if he becomes the president, he's going to model the presidency on the Black Panthers' Wakanda nation. Okay, Rob Liefeld's Snake Eyes Dead Game is going to have 36 alternate covers to that comic book. So they're going out and getting probably all kinds of different people to draw these covers. And there's a cool G.I. Joe thing. I watched this. You could get it on YouTube. It's G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Silent Interlude. Somebody did a stop motion film based on issue number 21 of the original Marvel G.I. Joe comics, where it's Snake Eyes versus the ninjas, where they kidnap Scarlet. And they did the action figures, and they did a stop motion thing. So look for that on YouTube. It's like 6 minutes long. It's really, really good. It's inventive. Okay, a ton of movies have been delayed because of the coronavirus. The remake of The Candyman, it's coming out October 16th. Now, these dates are tentative. This stuff could change at any, everything could get pushed back again. So these are the tentative dates. So Candyman, October 16th. Halloween Kills, okay, they pushed it back a year. It ain't coming out this year. It's coming out October 15th, 2021. They have Halloween Ends. That's pushed back a year, so that comes out October 14th, 2022. Forever Purge, which is actually The Purge Part 5, July 9th, 2021. So these movies are all being released by Universal, so they put out a press release, saying everything's being pushed back. If you look in our playlist, I did a video the other day where I think the movie theaters are done. I mean, seriously. And it's not something that I like. So, I'm totally against it. I love going to the movie theater, but I don't think they're going to allow it. And if they're going to have to take seats out to space people apart, they already said they can't make money doing this. So it's really, really bad. So we'll hope that, everything works out. Okay, Disney Plus has a movie. It was supposed to go to the cinemas, and they scrapped that plan. It's going to go to the Disney Plus. It's called The One and Only Ivan. It comes on Disney Plus August 14th. So you can look up the trailer. That's around on the internet. Image Comics is promising something called a big hashtag crossover comic for November. So they haven't said what that is. The Wonder Years is going to get a reboot on ABC, and Lee Daniels and Fred Savage are involved with the production of this. Okay, The Wolfman, they're going to do a remake of this. It's going to be one of those Blumhouse Universal $5 million and under horror movies. It might be a little more because they got Ryan Gosling, the star in it, and they just signed Leigh Whannell, and he's the guy that directed The Invisible Man. So the Invisible Man movie that just came out, and I saw that on a lark. I had to kill some time in an afternoon, and I went and saw it, and it's really good. And I hate the Blumhouse movies. I think most of them suck. And this one it's probably their best movie they've ever made. And I was really surprised. I highly recommend the Invisible Man movie with that Elizabeth Moss in it. Okay, Diamond Comics, the distributor, received $5 to $10 million in PPP, which is Paycheck Protection Program loans. So that's basically loans to keep your business running, paying your guys and everything. So they got to pay it back, but they got money from the government. Okay, your wrestling news. Okay, this. You knew this was going to happen. Matt Riddle admitted that he cheated on his wife with that Candy Cartwright, but he says that he never raped her and he never was sexually harassing her. So she popped out a photo the other day of them kissing, and it was from last year. So he got caught basically lying, but he's saying he's not a bad guy. He's not doing the worst shit. So that thing's a mess. And Matt Riddle's wife came out and made a statement saying that their family's not perfect, but they're not going to take abuse from this lady. So if she's going to push this issue, they're going to sue her. Okay, The Big Show. Paul White. He wants to play the Kingpin if they reboot Daredevil in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So if they make a movie or another TV show, he wants to play the Kingpin. That's a really good thing for him. He fits that perfectly. Okay, WWE Raw this past Monday drew the second lowest viewership in show history. So people are giving up on that show. WrestleCade has announced cancellation of all 2020 shows due to the coronavirus. So they used to run a loaded, like 3-day event around Thanksgiving with a card and then a convention. So everything is put on hold because of this. WWE has rehired Andrea Listenberger, who was a writer that they let go when they recently had all the releases. Taz brought back the FTW title at Fyter Fest. I made that prediction yesterday, so I'm one up on that. Keith Lee wins both NXT belts, so they filmed 2 endings to that. But Keith Lee's got the North American title, and he has the NXT title. So Adam Cole, where will he go? Will he get promoted to the main roster? We will see. Madison Rayne is going to return to the ring at Impact Slammiversary. So her husband is Josh Lomberger. So she's going to come back to the ring. And this is a sad one, and we hope she recovers. Lana's mother is in the ICU with coronavirus. She was rushed to the hospital because she couldn't breathe. So we hope she recovers. Everybody have a good night.